Artyom, awake at last, I see. Hunter's on his way in. He should have news from the other stations. Come on.
All right. Flash. I want to believe. Okay.
Let's go, Artyom.
Holy fuck.
Shit. Pigs, disease. I've been through worse, and I'm not giving up. What's your plan for the Dark Ones? Hunt them all down and shoot them? What a joke.
Are people racist in this world? The Dark Ones?
Hello, Artyom. The station can't survive much longer if these attacks don't stop. We must do something.
What more can we do?
Kill yourself before the Dark Ones rape you.
We'll see what Hunter says.
Sergei, have you seen my Sergei?
Hello, Artyom.
That's a
Our
regular
patrol was attacked
name.
last night.
The hospital's full.
Artyom.
The situation's under control.
Let's go, Artyom.
What about Alexei? He was at the outpost.
Leave him alone. No,
Pieter!
Oh, that's you. Come on, Alex. Hello, Artyom.
I'm searching for anything and everything. As
How are the wounded?
supplies are
Not much improvement.
important part, I guess.
The Dark Ones do not kill outright, but they damage a victim's mind. Sooner or later.
God, when will this ever end?
The Dark Ones.
No. Keep away from me. Who could that be?
It's Hunter.
Milkstone knock first. Open the tank gate. Welcome to Exhibition, Hunter.
Thanks. Now closer, kid.
It's been a long time, Hunter.
Good to see you, Alex. Hello, Artyom.
So, Hunter, what's happening in the outside world these days?
Not much. Most of what I hear is about the exhibition and the undead infesting your tunnels. Artyom, I met a trader selling old postcards of New York City. I thought of your wall.
These are not the usual mutant creatures. This is something else. What the hell? Something much worse.
Dark ones. Well, whatever in hell they are, my order has a motto. If it's hostile, you kill it.
The Dark Ones do not...
Right.
There are wounded here just behind the wall.
Kirill, take your group to the tunnels.
Alex,
Hunter...
we must stay here and defend the hall.
All right, Artyom, quickly, get a weapon.
The fuck, old man?
Artyom, get a weapon. Damn, they never come this far into the station.
How do
It's
I
the
aim?
hospital.
Okay, there we
They
go.
smell the blood.
Shit.
Artyom, are you alright?
Of course. He's a dead-eye shot, this one. No Dark Ones here. Just the usual tunnel trash.
Even when you don't see them, the Dark Ones are there. Fear. That's their weapon. That's what made the Nosalises run through the tunnels like rats. The Dark Ones are not simple mutants. They're Homo Novus, the next step in evolution. You've heard about survival of the fittest? Guess what? We lost.
What's happened to you, Alex? You can go like lambs to the slaughter. I'll hang on to whatever life I got with teeth and claws. And I'll take more than a few of your Homo Novus with me to hell.
You think you're some old movie cowboy? Have a look, Hunter. 10 soldiers, trained in combat. Their bodies broken, their minds gone.
They destroyed the outer guard post!
The devil knows what's happening out there, beyond your perimeter. I must go recon the situation. Listen carefully at him. If I'm not back here by morning, you must get to police station and find a man named Miller. Tell him what's happened to me, and what's stirring in the northern tunnels. Show this to Miller, so he knows I've sent you. I trust everything to you, Artyom. Don't let me down. If we are to survive, this threat must be eliminated, no matter the cost. Eliminated. Understand?
Hunter did not return. It wouldn't be easy to find an excuse to leave the station and travel to Polis, but I had given my word. I learned that the caravan was heading to Riga the next day and needed guards. I signed on for the ride.
Finally! Taking your time as usual, huh? Alright, grab your gear, go to the platform, they're waiting for us. I'll meet you there. Hey, Artyom, don't forget anything, huh? Вот сто, перевертоться, бабушка здорова! Вот сто, перевертоться, кушает компот! Вот сто...
Someone cut his tongue out, please. Holy fuck. So now I am the... What the hell are these things? Let's press buttons randomly. The task of defending our home station from the Dark Ones, enemies horrifying, mysterious and unbeatable, is becoming the sole focus of all our efforts. We have all but forgotten our old enemies, the Noleses and the Watchmen. And if not for Hunter, these beasts would have been unleashed on our hospital. I cringe to think of the carnage that would ensue should Hunter have arrived a mere hour too late. Okay. Day after day our patrols go out to the northern tunnels, and day after day they return bearing casualties, murdered brutally, inexplicably so. Even more casualties come back alive but insane. And yet it's only by sending our friends and neighbors and relatives out there that we can keep the Dark Ones at a distance. When we run out of manpower to stop their attacks far enough, when they arrive at the station itself, we'll be done for. I hear people talking secretly at the station that it's just us prolonging the agony, that there is no hope for salvation. But Sukhoi, my stepfather and the head of the station, still hopes for a miracle. He insists that an old friend of his, Hunter, can save us. Hunter is a member of the Spartan Order, a battle brotherhood sworn to protecting the metro from any and all dangers. There is nothing capable of instilling fear into the hearts of those men. At least there was nothing until the Dark Ones arrived. There is nobody among the Order's fighters who would have ever lived at the exhibition. Why would they risk their lives to save us, total strangers to them? What for? Perhaps they, just as I do, believe the Dark Ones are a threat not just for our god-forgotten backwater station, but for the Metro as a whole? That I don't know, but one thing I know for sure, I can't watch these people and not feel admiration. They couldn't care less which station we hailed from, which god or which politics we believed. The one thing they actually cared about was that we were human beings and we were in danger. When joining the Order, one vows to protect the Metro, the last refuge of the human race, to the end. Some of them believe they can prevail, a lot more think we're all doomed regardless, but they don't even think of laying down their arms and giving up the struggle. Such were Hunter's comrades, and it would be the highest honor for me to become one of them. Okay. So now we want to be a hero.
Sorry, Artem. This part of the station is under temporary lockdown. Only the guards may pass. Sorry.
Hey, that's some nice music. Where did you get that record?
Got it from a ranger for a ton of ammo.
Hey, you're sure you don't regret getting it?
I'm sick and tired of this shit. Why do I put up with it? Blaine, Mom told me to keep away from you, that you were no good. And she was right.
Alright then, try something else now.
But how did her mom know she was no good in bed?
I know. How about a house where you'd like to live with your mom and dad? Oh, come on.
A house? A big one?
And when your mom comes back, we'll show it to her and she'll be happy. That's going to be a great surprise for her, son.
Okay, I'll draw that. No! When is Mom going to come back?
Never.
I dreamt I was on the surface again.
I don't want to hear about your nightmares. We got a good 50 years before we can go topside again. So go back to sleep already.
So,
I guess he's not his psychiatrist.
Baby, if my wife could cook like you, I'd be the happiest man in the world. So I asked him, can't your wife cook at all? And he says, actually, I'm not married. That's sweet. So go for it, girl.
Apparently the ratio of men to women is very lopsided. I've only seen 2 women.
Nobody home!
Everywhere, just dirt.
Who's that?
People are filthy, you know? Artists, hypocrites, traitors, everywhere.
I'm busy right now.
No! I need supplies.
Hey, who's there? Чего? Well, let me get some rest, will ya? Will be my watch soon.
Get lost, Artyom.
Most importantly, the northern tunnels will now be secured by our combined military units.
Didn't I ask you to stay close?
Of the metro
Looking for you all over the place ain't no fun at all.
The troops from Riga are already on their way here. We're counting on all our citizens to welcome our new allies and to offer them the same respect shown to our home guard. Thank you for your attention.
Nothing like a common enemy.
Hey, you! Come over here!
Not talking aloud. You heard me. And you, Artyom, should go. You got no business here. Prison is a place for thieves.
I was put in charge of radio monitoring. Our hope was to contact the government bunkers over the Urals, but those bunkers were the first to be hit. At first, they didn't directly target civilians, and nobody thought this would be the war that would end it all. As I was monitoring the radio, I picked up a lot of weird stuff in the beginning, too. Siberia was silent, but the others did transmit, including the strategic nuclear subs. Subs kept waiting for orders. Should we hit them? No one could believe Moscow was not there anymore. Naval captains wept like kids on the air. The crewmen were begging me to check if their families were among the survivors. But I couldn't do anything. Some of the sub-crews decided to get their revenge and went to their launch positions. Others reasoned that since the world was doomed, more killing was pointless. The subs continued to come back on air for a long time. They could stay submerged for half a year at least. Some of them were destroyed, but not all. I still shiver when I remember those days.
Okay, so it was a
doing
war
well, I presume.
that cost all
Not bad
this
at least.
bullshit.
Artyom, please. My son's sick. Could you spare a couple of cartridges? I'll pay you back as soon as I can.
No? Fuck you.
It's alright. I understand. These are hard times for everyone.
Yes. Children sadly are a waste of resources, to be honest.
That's a real helmet for
Good weapons make good soldiers.
More than enough protection.
So, we were transporting cargo.
What is this?
Your weapon is your best friend.
There's a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Come over, take a look. Drunk again. Get on.
Are bullets the currency in this game?
Hey. Who's there?
Cartridge exchange?
Okay, I can actually... What?
Nice idea.
Buy bullets now, thanks.
Take your time. It's okay.
Maybe I can talk to this dude.
Your choice.
There was maybe I can interact with that shit.
A good weapon makes the best partner.
Aha. What? This pre-war sight makes aiming the gun at close and near range easier while sacrificing much field of view. Okay. Increases the accuracy and makes the weapon bulkier and heavier. Have 35. What? Hides the muzzle flash and muffled shots, decreasing the spread at the same time. Projectile speed is also decreased, leading to more damage fall off. Okay.
Correct choice.
Silencer. I think a silencer makes sense.
You're right. That is just what the doctor ordered. Great choice.
Yeah, let's wait.
Whatever.
Silencer makes sense. If we're supposedly going to be stealthing a lot.
You're joining the caravan. Good luck then. Hello, Artyom. Look, I'll give the book back to you tomorrow, okay? I haven't finished it yet.
Just don't make the
Artyom,
pages sticky.
Where's your gear? Look, go to the armory and get geared up.
Okay.
Hello, Artyom. So, what do you make of that new guy? He seems completely incompetent.
As if you were born a soldier. Anyone can learn anything.
No, only if you're cut out for it. If not, you'll be a cleaner or a loader for the rest of your days.
Got both hands? Got a head? Here's your gun and go, go, go. Never fear, it's the same old story.
Okay.
Hello, Artyom. You need some weapons? Okay, let's take a look. Submachine gun, 5.45 caliber, made in the armory. It's got poor accuracy and overheats like hell. That's why they call it a bastard gun.
Alright. Am I supposed to take it?
Use short bursts, Artyom. Help yourself to some ammo, too. Here's a universal charger, to keep the battery powered.
What are you talking about?
And a gas mask. Put it on if you crossed any radiation hot zones. Or, God help you, go up to the surface. Army issue first aid kits, just in case.
Take it, you stupid fuck.
Okay, you're supplied, my friend. Feel free to try out your weapon on my firing range. And you try not to stick out your head too much, okay?
I'm not going to waste bullets, I know how to fire. You aim and you fire, basically. Let's start looking at this. I can do shit. The hell is this? Alright. Get to police, find a ranger named Miller. I have, look at this. I have, alright. This is interesting. What the hell did I get here? Ah, shit. Take the gas mask off, you stupid fuck. Did I lose any? Now I have 10 minutes? Okay, whatever. Guess I can move that way. Right now that I have 2 weapons. Let's continue exploring. I'll go back to the...
we could go back up to the surface?
Blacksmith.
I've never seen Moscow, just the old pictures.
Moscow's gone. Soon we'll be gone too. And the monsters will inherit the Earth.
But there were other subways. In St. Petersburg, Minsk, Kiev.
People might have survived somewhere else, or at least for a while. But 70 years have passed now, and we've heard nothing from them. The other cities didn't have defense rings like Moscow did. What a great city it was, St. Petersburg. The cathedral and the Admiralty with its spire. I remember summer nights on Nevsky Avenue. Crowds, laughter, kids with ice cream, beautiful slender girls, and music, and the air, sweet enough to drink. What a beautiful world we've destroyed.
Sweet enough to drink vodka.
Hi, how are you, Artyom?
Not well, to be honest. It is my fault. For some reason I...
Come in, son. You're ready to set off? Good. You've probably heard that our station is creating an alliance with Riga. We're sending them a couple of rail cars with humanitarian goods, some weapons and some miscellaneous gear. That's the cargo you'll be looking after. It's not a very long trip and it should not be too hard. Artyom, one thing before you go. I can see that you look up to Hunter, but a ranger's life is different than ours. They are reckless, even violent by nature. There's nothing to be gained by playing the hero, so stay clear of trouble. See the caravan to its destination and come home as soon as possible. Goodbye, my boy.
Alright. How the hell did I access those things? Oh, there we go. But Hunter arrived at the execution just on time. I like to think that was not just blind luck, that it was fate at work, and that it was the same fate that made Hunter choose me to travel to police with his report on the Dark Ones. It seems that I've dreamt of visiting Polis, the great legendary center of the Metro, the center of our civilization, my whole life. The chance to actually make that dream come true just had to come by now, of all times, when my home station desperately needs every fighter it can field. Do I have the right to abandon my adopted father, my friends, in an hour of danger? Where is my place? Next to them on the arcades or at the far stations where Hunter sends me? I don't know for sure, but I still set out on the journey. I would like to believe that I am summoned by fate. Really, whatever you want, stupid fuck. Guess everyone needs hope. Man, best friend.
One more! Give me some rest. Can't even get a break for a smoke.
Joining the caravan? Good luck to you then.
Can I just see this guy talking about the hook? Okay, that seems like the end of the road. Let's go and upgrade at least one of the guns. Ah, shit.
As you wish.
Look at this piece.
Okay, I hope I just didn't fuck up everything.
Here! Move it!
Привет! So you're ready to move out?
I guess I am.